Yo, peace everybody. Welcome back to All Vital Access Media. Please like, please share, please subscribe, and click that bell for all notifications, man. Man, listen, I know this been out for like 4 hours, but goddamn it, I want to talk about it. Breaking news: the Rolling Stones magazine has came out with this article titled "Bad Boy for Life." Over 300 people have been reached out for interviews, but 50 people have stepped up to the plate, and these are former friends or associates, excuse me, and employees of Puffy's. And he told Biggie's lawyers, I ain't giving it up. Talking about his publishing. I will die and my bones will turn it to powder before I give 100% of that man's publishing. This dude is the worst. We're going to get right into it. I ain't going to hold you up. Let's get right into it. So this is the Rolling Stones, right? So it says over the past 6 months, Rolling Stones conducted dozens of interviews with Combs' former friends, acquaintances, employees, and bad boy artists, as well as industry insiders. Out of 300 plus contacted for this investigation, more than 50 were willing to speak out about their experiences. Several would do Several would do so only off the record, citing a fear of retribution. Some requested compensation in exchange for their stories. You got damn right. Give me some bread, homie. Rolling Stones does not pay for interviews. Many decline to participate, wanting to distance themselves from Combs. I'm trying to leave that part of my life behind me, says one former employee. We're going to skip all this because we're going to get right into. We already know what happened with Cassidy. That's unfortunate. This dude literally blew up Kid Cudi's car, and he did a lot of stuff around people. Around he created his own atmosphere. He created his sanctuary, if you will, his own circle of yes men. So he knew once he had control of his environment, he could be more diabolical. So what he would do is abuse people, hurt people in front of everybody to put fear in everybody. And to further put fear in people, if they think he bluffing, I'm gonna blow up this dude Kid Cudi car. Kid Cudi, he validated that happened, but this dude never went to the police. Just look at that. Remember, he almost tried to commit suicide. Now look at him now. He went with dresses and fingernail polish. I mean, not throwing a shot, but people going through some things. You know what I mean? So this man was diabolical. He was even bad back in the day. See, they already got a name for him. Well, not a name for him. He already got a image from the Howard days, Howard University. See what he did there, right? Well, let's scroll. There's a female where back in Howard University where he beat her up and stuff like that. So this dude have a long track record. It says right here, but other women described previously unreported incidents involving unwanted touching and fits of rage. One woman says she kept as far away as possible after Combs caressed her back without warning and asked if she would be willing to meet one of his friends. Another former student recalled that Combs flew off the handle, excuse me, after she was objected to him cutting the cafeteria line. Do you see? He think he's that nigga. You know what I mean? He's that dude that always wanted to be down, always wanted to be the nigga to be looked up to. Like the tough dudes on the corner. You know what I'm saying? The real G's, the real rights. You think what I'm saying? And he know his character. He wasn't built like that. So he had to make sure that once I got money, I could get the power and I could be the nigga that I really want to be, that he's trying to be. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's continue. While the moments may seem small, they showed flashes of danger that will soon explode. A third former student, this is back in the 80s now, this is early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. This is his history before he became Puff Daddy and Diddy and Brother Love and all that shit. A third student recalls how the future mogul would tap on the window of an English class to get a girlfriend to ditch. The visits became noticeably unwelcome. The classmates tells Rolling Stone she would tense up when Combs appeared. The student who sat next to the woman in class recalled he just had a weird control thing. I felt like she was fearful. The classmate who requested to be, anonymous remain anonymous due to the fear of retribution says her concerns were validated when Combs appeared outside the school's Harriet Tubman quadrangle, dorm, and started screaming in a belligerent manner for his girlfriend to come outside. The classmate says other women soon began running through the halls, knocking on doors in a panic. They were sounding the alarm that Combs, known by his nickname Puff, was attacking the young woman outside, she recalls. Puff is out here acting crazy. He's beating her, the fellow student said, according to the classmates. This dude had a, hold on, let me continue. He screamed and hollered and acted a stone fool until she came downstairs. That is called temper tantrums. That is called temper tantrums like a little boy. That's why he treat his moms the way he do. That's why he literally beats his mother. If he smacked her on occasions and he cursed his mom's out in front of Jean, you could just imagine what else she do. She is scared and fearful of her own son. Who knew how the household happened? And maybe he wanted to be this tough guy because his father was murdered because he was a snitch. He was fucking with some big time drug dealers in Harlem, real getting money in it. And he was up there spitting in the wind, and he does cabs. They like somebody wanted to catch a cab, something like that. Put him in the cab, blew his head off. Father like son, because he is an informant. We all know that. But let's continue. I'm not gonna talk your head off, man. But let's continue, man. This dude is sick. All right. Combs was born with a short fuse, telling Jet Magazine he earned his nickname as a kid because he would always huff and puff when he got mad. I quote, I had a temper. That's why my friends started calling me Puff, he said. His mom, Janice, a former kindergarten teacher, described him as a ham. Combs barely knew his father, Melvin, a handsome drug dealer working in Harlem. We know the story, and he got killed. Let's scroll. That's Janice. Joy Dickinson Neal. Me and her spoke on Facebook some months back. She definitely still not trying to do an interview. But check this out. As Combs' star was rising at Uptown, his predatory instincts resurfaced, according to the sexual assault lawsuit filed by Joy Dickinson Neal last November. Dickinson Neal acted opposite Combs in a 1990 music video and received what she considered a warning from the Bronx rapper Soulja Sister. Soulja Sister. For those who don't know, you should know who she is. Coldest winter ever. A rapper, black activist, raptivist. Very intelligent sister, wrote a lot of books, well known. Now she's just under the radar. God bless you, sweetheart, and all your endeavors. From Bronx rapper Soulja Sister to keep her distance, given his infamous reputation, Sister Soulja did not reply to requests for a comment. Let's scroll all the way down. Hope I ain't missing. I see some kindergarten upset Garner Combs has had shown up there and choked her. Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on. I don't want to skip. She recalled frantically looking around Hall's apartment. Oh, that's what the Aaron Hall, whatever. Then the 15-year-old says she walked into a room and saw a man watching whatever Puff was doing to Liza. I want to put the context. I'm sorry, y'all. Combs' legal team denied Garner's allegation, calling him a money grab. But another woman who says she was with Garner the night of the alleged attack corroborated many details of Garner's lawsuit in a sworn affidavit filed in mid-May. The woman, who is the younger sister of a friend mentioned in Garner's complaint, says she has a photo of herself with Garner and Hall from the evening in question. She recalled frantically looking around Hall's apartment for her sister and Garner after they disappeared with Combs and Hall. Then the 15-year-old says she walked in the room and saw a man watching whatever Puff was doing to Liza. The woman wrote that she awoke the next morning at a different location where an upset Garner said Combs just shown up there and choked her. Hall did not respond to a request for comment. Let's continue, man. Too big for some bothering people. This is why the Combs was free to find a new home for. Let's skim. So here's the female April Lampros. She was forced to give him, fellatio and all that. Let's continue. All right. Here's where it gets. Let's read here because I read this already, but um, this is my like third time doing this right now. So as Bad Boy was on the rise, staffers kept Combs' transgressions quiet, whether out of loyalty, fear, or disbelief, assuming or a belief that such incidents were rare. Outwardly, he was the label's unseasoned hype man, ad-libbing on tracks and making cameos in his artist videos. It was clear he wanted something bigger for himself. I distinctly remember the day that Clive Davis, who was his handler, called and asked me to start garnering up press for Puffy, just as if he was or were the artist, says Brookshire. Behind his back, I used to call him my problem child, the notorious VIP. That's crazy, right? All right, let's skim. Now this is how when Combs met, Suge Knight, this and the third. But here's where it talks about Tupac and all that. It says here, Combs was fond of Tupac. Now remember, Pop was literally letting Biggie open shows for him. He had Biggie open up shows for him and everything. You understand what I'm saying? And he had that Britney's Got a Baby. He's already out there. I get around, so he's already out there. Pain with him and Stretch. That's one of my favorite songs. I love that song. But anyway, and you see how he dresses charismatic. He got the champagne. He's got Versace this and Versace that, this and the third. And Puff, he's just coming up. He's soaking up game and emulating him. You know that. You know what I mean? That's why Pop wasn't really feeling him like that. But let's go back to the article because that's what it says. Anywho, okay. So it says, Combs was fond of Shakur, admiring his ability to marry street credibility with mainstream appeal. Burroughs noted that the Bad Boy team spent the summer of '93 studying the rappers Boyant, kiss my ass. Whatever that word is, I've never seen that word before, but Boyant, hit, y'all gonna kill me with that. I don't care. I get around as a blueprint for a commercial hip hop record. That's what to be taken seriously. Combs tried to foster a relationship, but Shakur wasn't interested. Pop didn't have any kind of respect for Pop. Since '90s hip hop photographer, Monique Bunn, who was close with Wallace and other Bad Boy artists. I gotta take a sec. To Shakur and even Wallace, Bunn says Combs was a corny executive. And you could tell. Even with his son. I'm not talking about that too much, I'm done. Damn, those are bars. Instead, Shakur bonded with Wallace, who he viewed as his peers. Burrow remembers. I think if that's Kurt Burrows who they're talking about. And as a result, he says, referring to Combs, both of them, how they felt. As a result, he referred to Combs. There was someone on the sidelines. Excuse me. That's Burroughs. There's another quote. Shakur and Wallace. Bunn says Combs was a corny executive. Sorry, I'm not scared. Please don't kill me for that. All right. To Shakur and even Wallace, Bunn says Combs was a corny executive. Instead, Shakur bonded with Wallace, whom he viewed as his peer. Burroughs remembers. As a result, he says, referring to Combs, there was someone on the sidelines jealous. Look at that. Because you see how probably want to be the hype man, want to be all in the front. You know what I mean? Being extra. Pac already had that. He was already charismatic. He always had that energy. He always demanded that attention. He demanded the crowd. You understand what I'm saying? He had whatever the it was, he had the it factor. And Puff had to study to try to do that. So that's why he was always overly doing too much to get that attention when people just effortlessly just have it like that, born with it. But let's continue. The friendship will be short-lived after Shakur was ambushed. Okay, we know about that already. I want to get to the meat and potatoes. Here it is. Multiple reports allege Wallace had been preparing to leave Bad Boy shortly before his death. It didn't help that Combs had been fighting with Wallace lawyers, attorneys. I didn't even know that. But we all knew Biggie was trying to leave because he was writing songs for Kim, who became a Junior Mafia and other people, and putting it in his daughter's name, who written it basically as the writer, so he could get that money directly to him. And once Puffy found out, due to a little spat or a little argument, like not a serious argument between Puff and Gene Deal, and Gene Deal basically blew up that information. And then once he found out that Biggie was writing for other people and putting it in somebody else's name, so he can get what's rightfully owed, his IC, his IP, intellectual content, intellectual property. And Puffy didn't like that because Biggie knew Puffy was screwing him. So Biggie's like, all right, man, you help me get my name out there. All right, you fucking me right now. Pause for the pauses with no grease, contractual wise. All right, shit, you want to be sneaky? All right, let me write these rhymes. Let me put this in my daughter's name so I could get my bread. You think what I'm saying? And you know Biggie was leaving. He was out. He had the commission of Brooklyn Mint, everything. Anyway, in a $60 million deal. But anyway, so it says, again, he had been preparing to leave that boy shortly. It didn't help that Combs had been fighting with Wallace attorneys who were trying to wrest back the rapper's publishing rights. Here's what Puffy said: I will never give it up until I'm dead and my bones are crushed into powder. And ain't that true to this goddamn day? The Blackout Tour. Jay-Z, at the end of the damn Blackout Tour, he had a big check. I forgot for how much or whatever, but that was the go-to. Miss Wallace and Miss Afeni. God bless Afeni Shakur, beautiful black sister. You understand what I'm saying? Anywho, so that's what he said. He said, and I will never give it up until I'm dead and my bones are crushed into powder. Combs told the lawyers. He told the lawyers that. Okay? According to the big payback. Biggie was absolutely about to leave, Puff Bun says. I know for a fact because he told me that. Another source adds. Everybody wanted to leave Puff. Everybody leaves Puff. Yeah, and there's so much to cover this story. He was just a monster. He shot the lady in the goddamn face. Sean always kept his innocence. He was only defending himself. But he didn't shoot the lady in the face. Puffy is a ground, but how he did him. Sean had Puffy lawyers, and next thing you know, he had to get his own lawyers, and he had to go sit up and do 10 years. And Puffy made sure, due to how Sean, he a Brooklyn grimy nigga, like most Brooklyn niggas, made sure that he got deported when he came out. He did so much. This white girl, Crystal McKinney, at Sean John's show, feeding up his famous Apollo Combs appeared to be publishing his most sickening and impulsive even further. Model Crystal McKinney was photographed during a star-studded Sean John fashion show in February 2003. Hours later, according to her recent lawsuit, Combs says she was acting too uptight and pressured her to take a hit from a lazy blunt. Remember when Machine Gun Kelly said he wanted to smoke some weed? He gave him a blunt called the Snoop Dogg or some crazy shit like that. He out there on the terrace dancing naked. Okay? That laced joint, she alleges that he forced her to perform oral sex on him. Despite her resistance, the night sent McKinney into a tailspin of anxiety and depression that she says resulted in a suicide. We're going to leave it right there. There's so much. That's so much. So much. This dude had done. Look what they did. This lady was having, what's the Peace Kid Porter? She had damn near the whole hospital come to her house to take care of her. How she died from a mild flu. That's crazy. You understand what I'm saying? Now, as I conclude, this dude has a 20-year, he got a 30-year run of death The Stampede, first college party, death and destruction and destroying people's lives for 30 plus years. This dude created the East Coast, West Coast beef. He put the chain, the bounty on the chain. I believe Keith D. Everything started because of that death row chain. They had the peace offering to do the peace between the East Coast and West Coast. Puff sent his representative. He didn't want to go. He wanted to keep it going. Biggie said on the goddamn show, the documentary, the show that came out in the early 90s, he said that I'm scared to death. I feel like people was trying to kill me. He was getting death threats on the phone. And look at that skit on Life After Death when the phone was ringing. He said, hello? I'm a king. Word. Whose voice was that on the other end? On the skit, it was Puffy. Puffy knew this guy's life was in danger, and y'all did a skit on what actually happens in his life, that he was getting death threat calls, and you ain't getting no goddamn security for him in LA. I don't care if Biggie, I don't care if Pac and Biggie gotta die, I don't care if Shoemaker gotta go to jail. He did that BET interview when they asked him, were you getting any death threats and stuff out there? Any warnings? I'm paraphrasing, but he said with a straight face, not that I know of, paraphrasing, but he didn't get any warnings and all that. With a straight face, this is the devil himself. Remember, the devil comes with a smile, not a brow. The devil always comes to shake your hand, smile with you, be the one that smoke blunts with you, take the picture. Now they want to grab their guns and come and get you. What did Big say? My mom's, you see, locked up. You wanted to see me locked up, shot up. Mom's pop stole over the casket, screaming bastard, crying. No, my friends is lying. Y'all know who killed them, filled them with the Lucas from the Lucas on the desert. Dying ain't shit, but it's pleasant, kind of quiet. Watch my niggas bring the riot. Give the captain, see, I'm gonna have to, I gained 30 pounds when I died, no lie. Lazy eye. All of these things. Quad Studios, Puff, Jimmy Henchman, they was on the top, whatever floor was it across from Biggie in the season didn't know that nigga was coming in. Remember the Ron G interview on Art Dialogue, shout out to all like Dialogue. Pop was getting beat. He was getting beat from them dudes to hurry up and come to the studio. He didn't say Biggie and him was fucking beeping him and all that shit. Combs knew what was happening. He created this whole atmosphere. He created that shit. I don't want no beef. That's Puffy ad-lib on Biggie's song. Or somebody got that. This dude literally created destruction as he walked. You know the Peanuts, the Charlie Brown, the kid who has the dust that follows him and all that shit. It's almost like a cloud, a dark cloud. It just walks hovering over this dude. Had everything that he touches to gold, but it comes with destruction. And he is the only one that will profit out of all of this. This dude is literally Beelzebub, Babel, whatever you want to call it, whatever the hell, but the Satan, Omen, Damien. But I know that his lawyer, that nigga gonna end up like Stephen Hawkins in that wheelchair like this. He's gonna be speaking to a box. I'm tired of this shit. I tried, but I had to resign. And I said that rest in peace, Stephen Hawkins, salute to you. And I don't want to make fun, but I just, salute jokey joke, but much love to that iconic legend, smart man. Salute to you, King family. But with that being said, talk about beating the dude while he's down. Everybody jump with Puff. And I guess once they see everybody jumping him, they let me get my licks in. Because now they see that he's getting powerless now. So now everybody want to come out. Because now you have to kill everybody now. Okay? I'm going to say this in conclusion. Roger Bond, um former bodyguard, excuse me, um, said that he told him on the Dancer project that um he told me that he don't know how to be friends to anybody. He don't know how to be friends to anybody. He don't know how to be a friend. This dude had always just used people to get what he wanted. He's that little brat, that little kid that wanted love, but he couldn't get it from his mama, I guess. And that's why he treated the way he do. Slap her. See how she had the white nail polish. Do I still got that picture? Let me see if I still got it before I get up out of here. I think I still got it. Let me see if I still got that picture. I think I still got it. Hold on, give me a second. I know I didn't erase it. Did I? I think I got it. Hold on, I got a lot of stuff up there. Right here we go, right here. Look at that. There we go. If he could do all them things to his mother, do you think he'd have forced her into? And I say that respectfully too. Respectfully, because we don't know. You have to crazily think. Did he have her in those freak offs too? Because you have to have that white nail polish while doing other things. I swear to God, this picture right there look like my homegirl, MP sister, Applehead. You know who you are. What's up, sweetheart? That's my girl right there. It's family. Shout out to Marlboro Projects. Rest in peace, Fat Shy. Rest in peace, Putty. Rest in peace, Pop Rock. Rest in peace, Purple. Rest in peace, Grandma. All that. But you see that, and you see this. We know what's going on. Rest in peace, Bernie Mac. And this dude, shout out to Mark Curry, already said, man, listen, man, you the devil. You are the devil. You are this. That's you. Devil. At least that's what you acting like. Now the whole world's looking at Puffy like this. What you can't even keep your kids around them. If you walk with your kids and you see Puffy, the fathers and the mothers gonna be like this. You got about your kids, your daughters, your grown ass daughters, even your boys. Busta Rhymes had the motherfucking slap. Well, tap his jaw, let him know, like, yo, leave Coy LeRae alone, man. He over there beasting trying to take her punani. Okay? Now, since a little kid, I have known to be a person to have a good head on their shoulders and peak game. Growing up in the hood, in the projects will literally wake you up in so many ways. In so many ways. Only thing I can say is, man, Puffy, your time has come. Your time has come, brother. No is not trying to bring a black man down. No is not trying to take down a billionaire. No, we're not. So you meaning to tell me because he a billionaire, he could get away with murder? He could take away hard-earned money from people who risk their life to become an artist, and that was their dream, an innocent dream, and they meet this guy, and they think their life is going to change. So you give up a lot, you sacrifice a lot, you put up with this thing we call fame, and we overlook the narcissistic, demanding, controlling, backstabbing, egotistical being just to take your family out the hood. But no, you gotta get compromised now. Now you gotta suck penises now. You gotta get forced into these orgies. Yeah, it's getting hot in here. God is telling me to get up out of the double-sided tape. I think I'm about to put some glue on there, but y'all can joke on me later. And I think that other one's about to, and it did. And you know what? I'm not even going to edit it out. This is raw and uncut. Only thing I got to do is put some glue in it, which I need to do now. Um, he destroyed souls. He destroyed people. He destroyed people's lives and their dreams. That's what he did. He destroyed people's dreams. And now karma has came knocked on his door. This how, and I conclude here. He's so arrogant that he had the chance to not even let this go as far as it did. He was privy to the lawsuit from Cassie. She demanded a certain amount of money. He said, "Nigga, kiss my ass, you." That's how arrogant he was. He didn't think that she would go that far, knowing what he did to her, knowing what he did to Kim, because she was around that shit. You ain't innocent either, Cassie, because you was there when Kim was in the bed, and you there while he's torturing her mentally until I get up out the bed so both of y'all can sleep in that bed. So you got to own up to some things too. You was a counterpart. You was a co-conspirator. You was in concert with this dude when he was doing the things to Kim that he had now did to you after Kim. So hopefully one day you will be woman enough to express that. And I'm gonna say allegedly, however, but her friend Cola Boone or Booth have expressed that. So if that's true, again, I'm gonna say allegedly, but if that's true, and I kind of feel that's accurate, you should know better. You should be woman enough now. You understand? You should be. I literally forgot the point that I was going to actually make, but that was a good sidebar anyway. Only thing I can say is karma has came to knock on your door. Oh, excuse me. As I was saying, if you would have if you would have gave her that money when she asked you to, behind the scenes, not in the public, maybe a lot of this stuff wouldn't be going on. But no, you have to be the cocky, controlling, egotistical dude that you are. And you said F you. So now she put it out there and you settled within 24 hours. And guess what? That was the worst mistake that you could have ever done. Should have paid her behind the scenes. That just shows your ego. I've been here long enough. Yeah, let me know your thoughts. Please subscribe to All Viral Access Media. Rest in peace, Big. Rest in peace, Kim. Rest in peace to the, I forgot her name, I swear to God, my apologies, the one who wrote the book about the industry and a certain record music producer. Okay? Still trying to remember the name, but y'all know the name. Everybody. Craig Mack, Black Rob, everybody that told, they ran to the church messing with this dude. It's not tearing a black man down. It's holding a black man accountable for his actions and what he did to other black people and other people in general. With that being said, I'm going to end with this. Be safe. If a dude like that try to control you, try to kill you, do all types of shit, keep your head on a swivel. Be quick on the draw like this. I like that shit. All right, man. I'm out, man. I hope they didn't wake up the neighbors. They probably think somebody shooting shit. I don't know, but ain't nobody shooting. But with that being said, Peace.